We're addressing questions, you know, that I haven't answered before. We're getting a little bit juicy. We're doing a little Q&A. How to say no to things you don't want to do.
Yeah, we don't like peer pressure.
You got a boyfriend. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Maya and you guys are my honeys, so welcome back. Thank you so much for tuning into this video, and before you do anything, join the family, join the honey bunch, subscribe, like this video, and then we're gonna get started. So basically what we have today is I have a 4-hour drive ahead of me, so we're gonna multitask and
Get things done.
and also I have this green, or no, it's actually the iced guava white tea. I recommend, it's very good. It also has caffeine in it. I just learned that tea has caffeine. I knew black tea had it, but I didn't know that other teas had it. Anyways, that's just my 2 cents for the day. Hopefully you already knew that, and I'm not that bright in the head at some points. Sometimes it's just not there, but it's okay. Anyways, I'm going to be having this on the road because I need some energy, obviously. And I got a breakfast burrito. I had class this morning, and then I skirted out of there. So hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you guys are watching this video right now, I appreciate you and you're the best. All right, let's get started. First question. This is really dangerous, by the way. I'm looking at my questions on the phone, but don't tell the cops. Just really want to multitask and I want to have a conversation with you guys in the car. So deciding on a major, it's a stressful process. Amen, it is. What's your story where that's concerned? Okay, so the story with that, if you guys haven't watched my last video, I kind of touched on this as far as what I want to do. So high school, I thought I had everything figured out. I wanted to do physical therapy really bad, so I was going to major in sports medicine, kinesiology, stuff like that. I played sports growing up, and I got to intern and be a part of this program where we aided those people, and so it was really cool. It was kind of just easy, so I continued on that path. So I went to community college for the first 2 years. I got my associate's degree in kinesiology, and I was still on the right path. A few months ago, a lot changed, and I was in the hospital a lot with my dad, so I was exposed to a lot of hospital setting jobs, and for a long time I was scared of doing anything hospital-y. I don't know why. It was just a setting that I didn't really like to be in. It was kind of scary for me and intimidating. Like when people ask, do you want to be a doctor or a nurse, or do you want to work in a hospital, I would always say no. Physical therapy, I didn't want to do in a hospital. I wanted to do it in a clinic. Anyways, long story short, I just had a whole turnaround, and it was because of something that I experienced in life that I didn't expect, that I just feel so differently about. And I always wanted to do healthcare. I wanted to help people in that way. So I'm kind of listening to my heart and like where I feel like I am like called to do and what I can do a good job at. And I feel like as a nurse, I can do a really good job. I'm a people person basically. So I love being with family. I want to empathize with them, and I also want to do a really good job for them. So right before I came to Pepperdine, I decided I want to change to nursing, but Pepperdine doesn't even have a nursing major. So as you can see, that's kind of a dilemma. But what I would say to this is, don't let that hold you back. If you have something in your heart that you know that you really want to do, and you feel like that's something that you'll love doing every single day, because it's true, you want to find a job where you feel like you don't work a single day. And that's why I want to do nursing, because I feel like it'll be so rewarding getting to be a part of people's recoveries. I love that, so that's what I want to do. But if there's something in your life where you're scared, maybe intimidated to do that, but you're so interested in that area, maybe it's something in your life where you feel like you're constantly gravitating towards that in your free time, and maybe like you're in school, you're doing a major right now, and you're just kind of counting down the time for when that class is done, or you just don't enjoy what you're learning about, then just take that as a sign and don't be scared of that. Just know that that's something that if it's not pulling you in that direction, that's probably not something that you want to do for the rest of your life. That's my advice, is just listen to what your heart's telling you. Pray about it. Just pay attention to different signs. Like, what are you doing in your free time? Like, if you could do anything in your day, what do you find yourself doing? For me, I love being around people, and so that was another thing that kind of led me in that direction. So just different things like that. Deciding on a major, you don't have to know right after college or right after high school. I hated that people would always tell me, oh, you're gonna change, like you're not gonna stick with that, and I thought for sure I was going to, and I think I almost continued in that path in spite of people saying, oh, you're gonna change, and I didn't want to be one of those people. But it is okay to change. It's okay to not be fixed on this four-year path that everybody makes it seem like you have to be on. You don't. So yeah, what do you enjoy? All right, that's it for that question. Moving on, otherwise I could talk about that for days. Next question, how do you juggle life, filming and editing, Jesus, and school? That's a bulky question, and that is because that's a very prevalent question, and that's something that I've been focusing on lately, is like balance. And that's Something that's really hard, I feel like, for college students, for anyone really, high school students, if you're in school, if you're just working, if you're traveling, and if you do have like that faith aspect and that's a big part of your life and you need to make sure that you're fitting that into your day. School, you have to put the time into school if you're going to do good. My first 2 years of college, I don't think I put as much effort in. I felt like I didn't have to, and I still ended up with really good grades. Here, it's kind of a wake-up call. You do have to put in that work, otherwise you'll suffer. Okay, so as far as that goes, I'd say plan out your day. Maybe write a list of things that you want to accomplish in a day. What I do is I like to put post-it notes, put them on my desk. Normally just write out a list of things that I need to accomplish for that day. You can use a planner too. Sometimes I use my planner mostly for like the month, like span of things. That helps me with getting organized in the month. But daily, if you pull out a post-it note or just make a list for the day or something of things that you want to tackle during that day, you're more likely to be able to tackle that stuff. And so in that plan, you can put in things that are school related. You can also plan to relax and plan to rest, plan to do something that's taking care of you. So I think that's really important. So with Jesus, I've been really focusing on my prayer life. This is just my tactic, but something that I do is on my way to school, as I'm walking to my classes from my dorm, I'll like just pray about the day, just thanking for things that I have, and I try to change it up, different things I'm thankful for. And I pray for other people, and I pray for just a day ahead where I'm keeping him like at the center, and then where I'm also using like the time that he's giving me to be productive. If you want to put in your list a Bible study, usually put on some relaxing like Jesus music or just calming music, and it kind of helps me to just settle down from the day. At night I try to pray as well, reflect on the day and see how it went, what I can do the next day. As far as filming and editing, basically I have a list of video ideas that I want to accomplish. I post every Wednesday, so don't forget to tune in every Wednesday. And so that's a new plan I have. In order to do that, I kind of schedule when I want to start filming those, when I want to post them. So sorry guys, I got off on the wrong exit, but we are back on track. Okay, back to this question of balancing my life. Honestly, there's 3 things. One, would recommend don't waste the day. Take advantage of all the time that you have in your day. Second thing is make sure that you're resting at some point during that day. That's the most important thing, is just taking care of yourself, and that is my advice to you. Also, how did I forget? I try to fit in exercise. So if you ever feel like you're going through your day and you're kind of like very slumped, you're just not getting that energy that you need, you're very unmotivated, but you have a lot ahead in your day that you would need to do, I honestly would recommend exercising, even a little like ab workout, leg workout, mini run, whatever exercise works for you. It honestly helps so much. It wakes you up and it makes you feel way more motivated, so it's just really good for your health, and I recommend it. Okay, so not super juicy, but how do you do your Bible study? Read a chapter, question mark? Okay, so as far as my Bible studies go, it can look a little bit different at times. Right now, I'm trying to make it through the entire Bible, and my goal was to finish the entire Bible this year. I don't think that's going to happen, but it's okay. It's not something that I'm trying to rush, because I'm trying to annotate the whole entire Bible so that I have notes in every single chapter and I want to see it. Something that I'm doing is I'm just trying to do about like 3 chapters a day. Sometimes it can be more than 3, but 3 is a good amount that I've kind of stuck to, and picking out a book at a time. I also have this little sheet of books of the Bible. When every single time I finish it, I can color one in, and it shows me that I've finished that one. Also, another thing, I read like a psalm a day. It usually really helps. And another thing that I really like to do is Bible journaling. Kind of have a creative outlet. Bible journaling is really nice because I just have a separate notebook that I like to do my journaling and stuff in. Those are just a couple ways that I like to do my Bible studies. It looks different for everybody, so don't feel like you have to do it a certain way. That's just something that I've been doing lately. Okay, so next question. Scariest thing that you've ever done? Man, that is a tough question. Shoot, I don't know if it's like exhilarating or like just a big risk that I took, or let me think for 1 second. I've got it. It's gonna sound lame, but it's honestly, it was when I was first starting out YouTube, and not even a big YouTuber. I'm a very small YouTuber, and this is very still new to me. But when I first started, that was the biggest risk that I ever took. Honestly, just putting yourself out there at that kind of level. Basically, everything in my life is public, and I'm trying to build a voice on here so I can share and kind of bring a positive light to life during the day. But when I was first starting out, I mean, this was a complete change for me. It's something I always wanted to do, was be more bold and more confident. And since coming out of high school, I'm just like out of my shell, and I feel so much better and so much healthier, honestly. But it was the scariest thing, posting that I was going to start posting on YouTube, and just knowing what to do and thinking about like what people thought of me, and like I didn't really hide it. I kind of put it out on the line, and I just wanted anybody who wanted to watch to come. But that was a big thing, and to have confidence to like be posting on my Instagram or wherever it is so that I could try to like spread it to other people, it's a really big deal. But I kept on doing because it was something that I honestly enjoyed. This was helping me mentally and like just like growing. It wasn't about what other people thought it was about. How is this gonna grow me? And this is like something that I truly love and enjoy, so I'm gonna keep on doing that. So I guess just having faith in myself to keep on doing that and to break that kind of mindset of thinking about what other people think. Next question is, you got a boyfriend? Next question. I am just kidding. The answer to that question is no, not at the moment, and that is all I will be saying at the moment right now. Let's move on. I'm just growing in myself, moving along, and I'm a very independent woman, you know, but one day I will be very blessed, and you know, it's gonna work out, and I just can't wait to share that part of my life when it does happen. But for now, the answer is not at the present time. That's the answer to that. What are your goals in life and what are you doing to get there? I feel like I've touched on this a little bit, but as far as like big goals, I already told you I kind of am working on becoming a nurse one day. I'm working on graduating with a Pepperdine degree because that'll help me a lot down the road. It's teaching me so much. Technically will be behind, but I don't really like that term. I have a couple more classes to take for the nursing career that I actually want to do, because I'm not able to really work on that here at Pepperdine because they don't have that. So I'm just going to take some of those extra classes, and then I'll go and apply for nursing school. And when it all happens, and it's going to end up really good. So that's just a goal of mine. I'm thinking about travel nursing. Honestly, it's something that's been on my heart for a while. I don't want to give up on this, on doing YouTube, and I want to keep on learning and growing and figuring out what this is like. I feel like that would be so rewarding, being able to reach people that I might not come in contact with like on a daily basis, like where I live. And I definitely want to get married one day, but who knows when that will happen. We just don't know what the future holds. I definitely want to have a family. As far as like where I want to live, no idea. Other goals, I don't know if I would do this, but I've thought about doing a podcast. I feel like I could just talk all day. I'm just a very vulnerable person, to be honest, and I love talking to people about like what's really going on with you. Like that's kind of where I'm at with that. I also really want to, you know, create some merch for you guys. I don't know, eventually I probably want to create like my own brand, like very like positive, like outdoorsy brand. I don't know, something like that. I just love that stuff. I mean, honestly, I can keep saying all those goals, but the biggest goal is my faith and making sure that all my priorities are set, ready to go, and making sure that that is something that I'm talking about with other people. What am I doing to get there? Honestly, I'm taking it day by day. I'm planning out little mini goals to get to those bigger goals, because those matter a lot, and I'm putting in hard work. Also, just taking advantage of opportunities that I have, even if they intimidate me. Next question, what's the kindest interaction you've had so far at school? I really love that question. I need to think about that though. Honestly, the thing about being at Pepperdine is that everybody is so kind and genuine. Everybody's so welcoming, and it's really, really cool. I think one of the kindest interactions I've had was during my retreat that I went to in Lake Arrowhead. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, I went to Lake Arrowhead. I basically just paid for gas, and other than that, it was free. It was so awesome. Met a lot of really cool people, and I didn't know anybody except for one person. It always works out though. You end up meeting a lot of people, walking with a lot of friendships. And anyways, I was on my way home, and one of the girls said, you know, if I had never known that you were a transfer, I would have never thought that you were a transfer. And I was like, oh my gosh, like you would have thought I'm a freshman. And she's like, oh no, like I would have thought that you were a senior. And I asked her why, and she just said, you know, it's just like you fit in so well, and just like how it feels to be around you. She said I had like a type of confidence to go into a situation where you don't know anybody, and you kind of just treat it like a normal day, and you just like are your complete self. I think that was a really kind interaction, was when she just reminded me like, hey, you're doing a great job, and like I would have thought that you were way older because you're just tackling everything so good. And I thought that was really cool. That's just one. There's probably so many. How to say no to things you don't want to do. That's peer pressure. So
yeah, we don't like peer pressure.
I said this as a joke the other day to my friend, but I said, yep, that's not my trend. And so that's kind of my phrase now.
It's not my trend.
Like, you don't have to follow what everybody else is doing. If you don't want to do it, then don't do it. And just have a reason for why you're not going to do it. And find people who support you when you say no, even if they craft, and don't give in. Just let them know, like, this is why I don't want to really do it. Say, you know, it's not my trend, but you know, you guys have a good time and I'll see you later. You know, getting a confidence about yourself to be able to say no. Invest your time in places that you do want to be invested in and that you do want to be a part of. What is your morning routine? I think I'm gonna actually just do a video on this so that you guys can see it in real life. But I wake up, okay, my morning routines don't necessarily look like routines because they can change depending on the day, what we got ahead, but take a little bit of time to just wake up. I set my alarm like after every like 10-15 minutes. Shoot, I don't even know how to really explain my routine. I'm not really a morning person, so I normally get more done at night, and that's kind of my more productive hours. That is prime time for my mind. But the last question is, how is it going living away from home? Considering that this is my first semester away from home, and I've also gone through a lot of like kind of traumatic, painful experiences like right before coming here, it has been a little bit probably more intense than normal, but I feel like I've handled it in a really good way for all things considered. It's hard to be away from family for sure, and that is something that I really miss. I also miss like just the places that I was like familiar with like at home, but I'm also a type of person who loves to explore like new places, so I'm kind of thriving at the same time. It's really nice to just be involved in a lot away from home that maybe I wouldn't have the experience to at home. Yeah, I feel like it's kind of exciting. When I was at home, I was pretty independent already. Like I had a job and I was just kind of doing my own thing. I mean, it builds you, it grows you. A lot of different trips that I've been able to go on since being here. Access that I have to things that I didn't before. Networking, making connections, everything's like so close. Being able to decompress from your day by going to the beach, going for a drive through the canyon, love it. Overall, living away from home is amazing, and I really do love it. It's hard being away from your family, but there is so much growth that comes from that. It's a really important stage of your life. Alright guys, if you guys are still in the video, thank you so much. You guys are a trooper, and I love you so much. So if you guys are still in the video, comment down below balance, because that is the theme of this video. We talked a lot about how to kind of stay on track, but feel like you don't have to have a certain pathway yet. You know, you'll figure it out. Okay, so if you guys like this video, then don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe and be a part of the family, because you want to come back for every single video. We've got advice videos. We also get real, but we also have really fun vlogs. And I try to, you know, come back with an adventure every single video every Wednesday. We're in December. The year is coming to an end. I would advise you make the most of the rest of this month. If you have goals to start them now. Don't wait for 2020 to start. All right, guys. I will see you guys in my next adventure, and see you next time. Ooh, I gotta merge. I'm behind because they're going about 0.2 miles an hour. I need to drink this instead of just holding it. Hold on. Single as a Pringle. Ready to mingle. I should have both hands on the wheels. Achieve big things. Yep.